Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to another episode of the Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. I want to start by discussing what I'm going to be looking at for this week. We got a lot of opportunities coming this week in the market, especially if you're doing options trading. And if you know, I've been, really enjoying this journey of trading options. It's something that I just learned a couple of years ago, and now that I've been doing it and getting better at it, I'm just enjoying the returns and the benefits of it. I'm enjoying all the lessons that I learned from it. I got my other phone today, so I have some notes that I jotted down that I wanted to talk to you about with this week coming up because it's going to be some great opportunities. I don't know if you know, but a few weeks ago or a little while ago, President Trump invested a lot of money in the Dell computers. And then they also gave Dell, I believe, a government contract. And he made an announcement that you should buy Dell. And usually when Trump makes an announcement like that, a lot of money pours into those particular stocks. And so Dell ran up like crazy. And so I think it's still going to continue to run, even more this week. So that's one of the companies that I'm looking at, getting some options on this week. Another one I'm looking at is STS Mobile. They're they're a space company, and if you know what is that SpaceX that Elon Musk owns is IPOing, so they're going public to where you and I can start making investments in them. I believe on the 12th. And so that's gonna, push a lot of money into the space industry. So one of the main companies that's gonna benefit from that is gonna be STS Mobile because what they're doing, I say when you look at stocks and you do your research and you got to look at, what they're going to be doing as far as the future concerned. And STS Mobile main goal is to get enough satellites in space to be able to provide global networking for the entire world. So you're going to have, satellites in space that's going to be able to allow you to be in the middle of nowhere and still get a phone signal because of those satellites in space, or an internet signal because of those satellites in space. So I believe once SpaceX IPOs, that's going to be another company that's going to benefit from that and going to be running up like crazy. And then the U.S. government announced that it's going to be making a huge investment into quantum computing. So they're going to be investing $10 billion into the quantum computing space. And so I'm looking at a ETF, which is basically a lot of quantum computing companies all put together in one basket. And the ticker symbol for it is QTUM. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that does because, once that money starts, getting pushed into the sector, then it's going to really cause some great highs and some great opportunities. And one of the main recipients of that, $10 billion is going to be IBM. So that's another one that I'm looking at because IBM is going to be getting a billion of that 10 billion that they're investing in the quantum computing. And I believe that IBM said over the next 5 years, they're going to invest an additional $10 billion of their own money into, quantum computing. So those are the companies that I'm looking at, for this week and opportunities that I'm, going to be trying to take advantage of on the market with some call options and maybe some put options for when they, reach their peak and start coming back down, especially with the IPOs, because like a company like SpaceX, all the hype cause it to open and then skyrocket up. And then within a week or two, it'll start trickling down and people will start selling off the poor profits and it'll get all the way to rock bottom and then it'll stabilize. And then that's when you see the real value of the company. And then you're able to start, making your long-term investments for there. But, usually when companies IPOs, I never make long-term plans for them. I usually just make short-term plans because I seen, what the hype does. It makes them run up for a second, and then they immediately start falling down. So I try to take advantage of the puts when they start, going down. So I want to thank everybody for joining the channel. I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. Pretty soon I'm going to be opening up a class on school where I'm going to be getting more in depth on the options trade, and I'm going to be showing you some of the options that I'm looking at, some of the trades that I'm making, and showing you in real time me investing. On the 4th of next month, the new pattern day trading law is supposed to take effect. Now, if you're not familiar with the pattern day trading laws, you can only do like 4 day trades a week, and after that you can be hit as a pattern day trader, and you can end up losing your your margin account. So you can only really make about 3 to 4 trades a week if you have less than 25,000. And what they're doing is they're changing their laws to where you will be able to day trade as long as you keep a minimum of $2,000 in your account. And when you know what you're doing day trading, you can make some massive amounts of money. You can make 5,000 or 50,000 a day, and it doesn't take a lot for you to make that. But it takes a lot of studying and a lot of understanding what's going on and where we are in the market right now. So you want to make sure that you do all your research properly and use good resources and stuff like that. So make sure you keep your eye open on that. I think Charles Schwab is going to allow you to start day trading on the 8th of next month. So be ready for that, because it's going to create some great opportunities. But don't let the greed bite you, because that greed will cause you to lose a lot of money real fast. Be strategic about your moves. Take your time. Be patient, and grow your portfolio, slowly over time. Don't try to make $1 million in one day. Try to make $1 million in 12 months. And if you get there sooner, then hey, that's great. But don't try to go too fast, get into that certain dollar amount, because that's how you can end up making a lot of rash decisions and losing a lot of your money. So once again, thank you to everybody for joining me on the Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing more videos on trucking pretty soon, because if I was in the trucking industry for 20 years. I drove for 18 of that 20. And well, let me see. Yeah, about 21 years, and I drove for 18 of that 21. And so I'm going to be, telling you how you can get your trucking business going, talk to you about leasing and stuff like that, and just basically giving you some sort of game plan to follow if you're new to trucking, because I've been meeting a lot of truck drivers that's new to the industry lately, and I want to give you guys an opportunity to build something with that, because I was able to build a successful trucking company before I started having my health issues and was forced to retire because of health. And so I have my company closed right now, but I'm going to try to open it back up next year once all this war stuff, get out the way, and once the fuel prices start going down, and then I'm going to start, purchasing more equipment and trying to hire some drivers and office staff and stuff like that. So, that's going to be in the works. But until then, we're just going to focus on investing in the stock market. And also, I'm going to be talking about my new company pretty soon. I have an e-commerce company where I'm selling different products. Right now, I have these wireless cell phone chargers, and they're real good. They'll charge your phone 3 to 5 times, depending on the size of your battery. Come packaged and everything. It come with the little charging cord, and then we got the packaging on here. This is what they look like. Very sturdy. That's the let me see. That's the company Minergy Brands, and it just boom goes on your cell phone just like that, and it starts charging. So that's one of the new ventures I'm going into. I have a contract with Amazon and Walmart, so I'm going to be selling them on there pretty soon. So if you see it and you like it and you decide you want to get one, just send me a message and I'll get back with you on the details on how you can get one. If you're in Dallas, more than likely I can drop it off if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But if not, I can mail it to you, and they cost about $30. And so that's one of the new ventures I'm going into. So everybody have a good weekend, good rest of the year. Hopefully this week be very good for you on the market. I think this is going to be a great week. My goal this week is to make maybe $5,000 to $10,000 off the market this week. So hopefully we can do it, especially if, some of these plays that I got playing hit the numbers that I think they'll hit, then we're going to be golden, So remember what I say, just, take your time, build slow, and set realistic goals, So thank you again to all the new subscribers. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. And I'll be letting you know when I open up the school community because that's going to be actually a subscription base. And I believe you will be able to get in there for free for about 2 weeks. And then after that, if you like what you've seen in that 2 weeks, then you'll be able to stay subscribed. And then you'll be able to see me doing some live trading and some live streaming when I'm doing research and talking about, how I'm researching stocks and what companies I'm looking at and different things like that. So enjoy the rest of what's left on your weekend. And we'll see you guys tomorrow when the market opens.